Hello.
Hello? You hear me?
Yeah. Yep. We're
You
go.
you didn't start yet, did you?
Oh, hell yeah, I did, son.
What are you? Okay.
This is how we
We
do
do
it.
it.
Bethany
Bethany
and Sean.
and Sean.
We are a couple of nuts talking.
This is how we do it.
What's cooking good looking?
Is that me?
That's you. What's up?
I know I look kind of cute today because I had to work.
Yeah.
So
You just got done with a shift.
usually I'm out of bed doing podcast look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got done watching Cops Reloaded.
Oh, hell yeah. The perps
Yeah.
and the 50s and the 409s.
Yeah, they were at Mardi Gras,
Oh,
and
boy.
they were just they were set. So the cops' camera crew, and then like 5 cops are standing there, and they're watching this one guy, and the guy's got to be 10 feet away from him, and I guess he didn't notice him, and he was looking up at a balcony. He's like, "Yeah, you want me to whip it out?" He's like unbuttoning his pants, and then there were girls up on the balcony, and there's like, "Yeah," he's like, "Yeah, we'll whip it out."
Oh my God, was it Vince Neil?
And then he did, like, and the cops just were like, all right, here we go. And they walked right up to him. The cop was actually really rough with him. It was kind of not
Unnecessary?
cool. It was unnecessary, but it's like, dude, there was a camera crew with a bright light on 10 feet, literally in front. I feel like he even looked at it really quick.
See then. Like with the bright light, you can't see what's around. So he probably didn't see the cops and just thought like, oh, my dick's on camera, bitch.
Yeah, that's true.
And he was feeling quite fluffy and thought it was a good look at that day. It wasn't cold out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. But
Yeah.
that was my morning so far.
Okay.
You know?
I worked.
Yeah, you want me to whip it out?
Who doesn't? Who's going to say no to that?
Right?
If I were ever asked, as long as I wasn't by myself, obviously, because I'm a woman by myself and a man saying, yeah, you want me to whip it out?
Oh, hold on. He was dressed as a pirate as well.
Then, okay, you don't even have to ask then.
Just do it.
It should just be his wooden leg. Like, I want a tripod
Yeah.
showing at all times.
Yeah.
So we could be like, your dick is out, matey.
You want me to whip it out, eh?
Let me see the other side of your booty.
Why wasn't he? I'm wondering why he wasn't talking in the pirate accent.
I'm disappointed.
It's pretty weak, actually, yeah.
Maybe he couldn't do it. Some people get real shy when they can't do it.
That's what he should have been, or they should have charged him with that. Stolen valor, but the pirate version of it.
Oh, sorry.
What are you doing, Siri, or what?
I messed up. How do I do...
Oh, my God, Puss is so soft on my feet right now. I
Stop
can't.
right now.
I'm going to video this and put it on our Instagram, which you can go follow right now, Acon Podcast on Insta.
We post funny things and we post funny clips. So,
You want me to whip it out?
That's what you say. When we ask you to go check it out, you go, bucko.
Good one, baby. That was a good one. What you just said, a joke you said was good for the podcast.
Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum.
Wow. What are you
Let
gonna do?
me show you my penis and my bum.
Oh. In a bottle of rum. Let me jack off my cock until it comes.
I'm gonna have you walk my plank, see? My plank's my dick.
Yeah, baby. On fire. Someone's on fire this morning.
Matey.
Oh, so what's going
we're
on?
So cute.
What's up?
I was trying to think of, I have so many good things that I wanted to talk about. That. So guys, we each write stuff down and then we don't tell each other and we just bring it up. And I had so many good things that I wanted to talk about. And
then you look at it and you're like, oh, I don't really want to talk about any of this.
Isn't that weird?
Here's something I'll talk about real quick that I wrote down before you get going. It's funny. what we do here and how we live our lives here and the way we treat our bodies and stuff like that.
Are you talking about us or people in general?
Us.
Okay.
You and I, because that's what this is all about.
Right.
is
I know.
you
I
and
wasn't
me.
sure if you were going off the ground.
And I guess people in general. I mean, people will relate to it or not. But we change, our diet frequently. We go on these kicks where we eat something all the time. And currently, I would say this is what our diet consists of: is frozen pizzas or just pizza.
Mostly frozen pizza, though.
Mostly frozen pizza more than the regular pizza. Trader Joe's frozen like Chinese dishes like the Kung Pao chicken, broccoli beef, or this walnut shrimp thing. And then this Costco ramen, frozen ramen, chicken ramen. And then we'll go on kicks where we'll get turkey and we'll make some turkey sandwiches or turkey melts. And so Bethany, just the other night, kind of switched it up because we do this too, so she switched it up a little bit because she wants to eat healthier. So she's been getting some apples, and we've been eating apples and peanut butter like at 10 at night. So, and we got these veggies. What are they called? The veggie pills, capsules.
Balance of Nature.
Balance of Nature.
My mom told us to take them.
Fruits and vegetables. So
you have to take like 6 pills. And it's like 100 fruits and vegetables basically every day that you're taking.
I'll admit, I'm actually feeling more energy.
I am too. I feel great. But Sean and I do not, in our diets, eat nearly enough fruits and vegetables.
No.
So
we get the little carrots and with the dips and the hummuses.
We get the
stuff.
tomato sauce that's under the cheese of the pizza.
Yeah. But so we're hitting the hay at night, and we do our nightly ritual thing, and she was sitting there, and I don't think you felt very good, and you're like, I don't know what's going on. I'm eating healthier. You guys, this was 2 days into it, all right?
And he even had to say, wait, you are?
Yeah, I had no idea what she was talking about.
And then he was like, how are you eating healthier? And I was like, I am eating an apple a day now.
Yeah, she said that. It's an apple at 10 p.m.
with
doused in peanut butter. And I had to recap that day for her. I was like, babe, we literally had a fucking frozen
exact same thing we eat every fucking day. And then on top of it, I added an apple with peanut butter.
And then, we were still hungry at night. So, and the fruits and vegetables, barely 2 days into it. I just thought that was adorable. That you're like, I'm eating healthier. And I was like, I guess we are. We threw an apple in there, so it's a little healthier.
Yeah, really.
Or is it just more food?
Right. And no, you're right. It is more food. I was looking up right now, like, what does it mean when the people eat the same thing over and over? Because Sean made it seem quite general what we eat over and over, but it's not. Like, for instance, Sean and I don't know for how long, and you still do sometimes, eat breakfast burritos. We ate it for years. It was like breakfast fucking burritos.
Just had one this morning.
Right. Over and over for years. And then I opened it up a little bit where I changed it to a piece of toast with all the same stuff.
Yeah, we get Dave's Killer Bread.
Yeah, which I really ended up liking, which is the only reason I liked it is I tried it at Costco, and then I was like, oh, I'll do this instead. But had I not been at Costco that exact day and tried that bread, I would still be eating breakfast burritos.
Were there representatives there handing out the Dave's bread? I think there was.
Yeah, they were toasting it and putting like butter on it and stuff. Yeah, all different flavors.
I miss those Costco samples. Come on.
I am glad of this, though. I will say this. Now that when we go to Costco, there's less people.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, because first of all, it's by membership only. So I always had a problem with the door people not checking everyone's IDs, because you get a membership card. And then I was seeing these people, they would have a sample. Now we pay the money you're supposed to pay for the membership.
That's why you get the samples.
Yeah. And I would like to enjoy a sample. But once they put the samples up, it's like a horde of zombies come out of nowhere.
Well, you don't.
And they all have carts that are empty, and they will jack you with those carts.
Because you don't need a membership to go, because they sell pizzas and hot dogs. They sell hot food there. You don't need a membership to go buy just the food. before you enter the actual store.
Well, some of them, the one we go to, the food court is inside.
Right. Some are
but
outside.
it's on the other side of the cash register. So
Right.
you should have to just be able to use that door only.
Yeah.
And not go through. But obviously people go through and just eat their lunches
I mean,
there.
that food should be membership only too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Unless it's outside.
Right, the like Burbank one.
Because those mofos are coming in empty carts. And that's why there's empty carts all over the place.
All over the
because
place.
they push around like they're shopping, but they're really just there to get some lunch from the free samples.
And many of them will take more than one cup
oh, man.
of something.
They're brutal.
Oh my God.
They're mean. Like, I'll stand there if I see one empty and there's nobody there, like, and I see that it's about to be done, I'll stand there and wait the minute or two. And then, just I start looking around to my left, to my right.
And they'll go in
start
front of
creeping
you.
up, then they just cut. So right when they're done, I'm the first one there already, 2 minutes waiting. Right when they hand the tray, these hands just come, and they're grabbing all the samples. I'm lucky if I get one. I'm lucky if I can get one for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to give you mine because I'm such a gentleman.
Yeah, I'm glad you laughed after that because you are eating it in the process,
I'm
walking towards me.
Because I put a T at the end of gentleman.
Okay, good. Yeah, I find I get really upset. That's why I stopped eating. I was like, forget it. I don't even want a sample. Like, it makes me mad. And I'd be fine with it if I didn't have to pay so much every year.
It's an intense thing going after samples. It's the same vibe on a bus.
Getting a
so I
seat.
think it's the same people, and it's like Costco samples, the bus, and Spirit Airlines, and casinos. I feel like all have
The same vibe.
the same people that go there, the same
Type.
the same addicts. Like, yeah. They want more for less. You know what I'm saying?
Not even for less. They want more for free.
Oh man, I haven't ridden the bus in a while, but that is just a big stinky fart tube of attitudes.
And just to interject a second, guys, he asked me to go on a bus with him all the time. Let's just take the bus.
Yeah,
Let's
'cause I
take
think
the
that's-
train.
it's-
Let's
I mean,
take the bus.
I love taking the bus. I love public trans. I take advantage of it. I love it. And it's, there's something romantic about it, but I guess I'm living like
Elaborate on the romance. I would like to know.
Well, I mean, yeah, I just picture us on a bus together or a train, and I think that's really a cute visual for
Like
some
we're
reason.
reading our books and
Yeah.
we find each other.
Like when we go see Kings of Leon in a few months, there's a train that takes us directly to the Forum,
yeah.
but it's pretty dangerous now, so maybe I don't think we
I'm
should.
definitely not
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some crazy shit on the public trans here. One of the craziest things I saw was when I took the bus to the metro, to the train station, and the bus pulls up, and we're getting off, and right outside the door is, I can only assume she was a homeless woman, but I don't know her, so I don't know. But her underwear was down around her ankles, and she had like she was a bigger woman, and she had a really tight skirt on, but it was pulled up, so it's just ass and puss out, and she was just wiping her ass
With what?
with tissues and stuff, and then wrinkling them up and then throwing them on the ground.
Oh.
So
people were stepping on these.
well, she was right to the left of the door where the bus pulled up and stops. So I just thought that was
we had a centipede going.
yeah, kitty centipede.
Kitty centipede. One of them was eating the other one's booty.
But that was
And now they're kissing.
that was just one experience. Hey, Cookie.
Did you see Cookie's face after Puss kissed her? Puss kissed Cookie, and her face was just like, oh, God.
man.
But a second earlier, Puss was in her asshole. So that
was
makes
so
sense.
cute. Oh, and then let me tell you one more. And then I was on the train, on the Metro Red Line, going downtown to a job, and there was this woman sitting in there's designated handicap seats or for elderly people seats. She was sitting in that one. Same kind of deal. A little bigger, tight denim skirt, sitting there singing at the top of her lungs and really feeling herself.
Mm-hmm.
And there was just blood trickling down her leg onto the floor of the train.
Oh.
And
hopefully it was her time of the month and not a stabbing.
Well, there were candy wrappers around her feet too, so I think so.
Oh, okay, yeah. Chocolate?
I don't remember the type of candies.
It was probably chocolate.
But she also looked very dirty. She had stuff in her hair, and
it sounds like she's on her period. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It sounds like me.
But yeah, that's
yeah, no, I remember. I don't have a public transit story anymore. In Chicago, that's all I did. I would lose my car. Because that's all.
Chi-town, the Garden State.
No.
The Empire State.
No.
Chicago.
It's the Windy City. It's the Windy City, and you know that.
Illinois.
No S at the end. Illinois by people saying Illinois. Your vein fucking pops out. Yeah, hold on. I want to take a picture of that.
Okay.
That's funny. We'll post that up so you can see this stupid guy. Hold on. You got to do it again. I wasn't ready.
I don't know if I could do the natural one.
Well, here, let me tell you a joke.
Okay.
I was walking to go to an audition.
Yeah.
And I got out of the car.
Yeah.
And I walked around my car.
Yeah.
And there was I didn't notice. No, but here's a joke.
Oh.
When I walked around the car, a lady was shitting on the side of my car. Not on the side of my car,
Wait,
but in the grass.
is this a joke or did this actually happen?
This actually happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
You said you were telling jokes, but this isn't a joke anymore. This is an actual story.
It's an actual story. You had your poops and period stories of people in your mass transit.
Right. No. I was just clarifying for our beautiful, wonderful listeners.
Yeah, no, I drove. It's LA. And I went to this audition. I got out of my car. And as I walked to go to the sidewalk, she was on the lawn where the lawn, there's like 4 feet of lawn before sidewalk. And I got embarrassed because I was like, oh, caught her. Oh, watching someone take a shit right now.
Yeah.
And it was weird because I'm like, wait a second. I'm not in a restroom. And
why are you looking out for that?
Why am I feeling weird about this? So
Isn't
then
that amazing?
I embraced it. I was just like, all right, girl, be you.
Yeah.
And I walked into my audition. It did throw the audition off because when I went in, I was like, you guys, there's someone outside taking a shit on your sidewalk.
Yeah.
And that probably didn't go over
They're
well.
like, oh yeah, that's Susie. She's out there. What day is it? Wednesday? Oh yeah, Susie Q Wednesdays.
Yeah, she only shits once a week, and that's her day.
I mean that's what people do. They just lean up against the wall.
Do you remember when we came home once?
Oh yeah, poo-poo.
Once we came home, and between the garbage bin and the recycle bin, there was a solid poop
Big
pile.
Old turd. Big old turd.
I'm not an expert. Sean, let me tell you, is an expert at identifying human feces versus animal.
Oh, it's very...
Because I saw it and I said, oh, dog. And Sean went, nope, that's human poop.
Very distinct difference between the two.
The visceral reaction in my body when you confirmed it was human, it's like no other. All of a sudden, that stack of shit was like the most vile thing I'd ever seen. Now, had it been just, even if you said it was a wolf.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's scary. It's a wolf. Much rather it been a wolf than fucking Peter down the street under the 101.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you, a dog doesn't need to go between dumpsters to go to the bathroom. They'll just go anywhere. So that was cute. The clue number 1 right there. And it's the perfect setup. You're between the two dumpsters, you're in the shade, and then there's a wall. So you just lean your ass up against that wall or your back and you poop.
Yeah. I didn't even know you need the wall behind you because I just squat. But then there was one time a homeless person, I got out of my car, a homeless person asked if I had any napkins. And I was like, oh, sure. Hang on 1 second. So I went upstairs and I got him napkins. And when I came back to leave, guess what he needed the napkins for? Because he took a shit and needed to wipe himself.
Right.
And I was so pissed that I gave him the TP to allow him to relieve himself next to my car that I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm a good Samaritan. You asked me for napkins. I give you fucking napkins. And then you disrespect my car home by taking a shit right in front of me.
Nature calls, babe.
There's no hose back there. I can't give that a little sprinkle off.
At least he's wiping it, though.
That's true.
You know, the person that dumped between our dumpsters, I didn't see any TP anywhere.
And they would have left it right on the ground if they did.
That's pretty crazy.
I gotta tell you, sometimes I poop and it's clean.
Sure.
Yeah. Those are my favorite.
How are these? I mean, that might not even been a homeless person. That could have just been someone just trucking down the alley.
Been like, I got something to do.
Remember that lady in LA?
I got doo-doo to do.
Do you remember that woman? Did you?
Hold on, did you hear me? I got doo-doo to do.
Yeah.
I got doo-doo to do.
I got doo-doo to do.
I got doo-doo to do.
I got doo-doo
Oh my God,
to
that's
do.
what I'm going to say from now on whenever I have to poop. Baby, I got doo-doo to do.
Try this real quick. I'm going to say a thing you say, and we'll go back. Keep going. I got doo-doo to do.
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 Doo-doo to do.
I got doo-doo to do.
Do-do-do.
Doo-doo to do.
I got doo-doo to do. I got doo-doo to do.
Do you remember that story a couple years ago? There was like a jogger, like a woman in the Encino area who multiple times got caught on like a Ring doorbell shitting.
I think I do remember this.
On lawns. Like she was in the full on, LA
She's probably
gear.
a marathon runner.
She was actually running though, unlike most people who wear the running gear and aren't running.
It's funny. Sean gets like physically angry.
Yeah.
At girls, especially because it's usually girls. They're all in their like yoga gear and their workout gear, and he's like, "You're at fucking Trader Joe.
Yeah.
You are not working out."
Well, now that I think about it, since it's running pants, they're running errands. Does that count?
No, I have never run.
I didn't think
towards
so.
an errand.
Yeah.
Okay, I walk, and mostly I will drive as far as I possibly can to the errand.
I mean, I'm not mad at the way it looks. Am I right, fellas? Right? Get a nice pair of jogging pants there. Get a nice pair of yoga pants there. And they hung that tushy real nice, son. They get those cheeks looking real good. Am I right? Not only fellas, anybody. Am I right? Anybody that's into the tushy? Tushy lovers? Where are my tushy lovers
with the
at?
Tush. I don't like the front cleavage. It's weird.
Front butt,
and I can't stop looking at. I don't even want to look at. I don't want to know. I don't want information like that.
I mean,
but I just am like, didn't you look in the mirror and see your front butt chilling?
I get it. I mean, I don't wear underwear a lot, and I go out, and I guess you can kind of see an outline sometimes, and that explains why people are looking down at my junk.
How many times though have I left the house and right before I leave, I go, babe, do I have camel toe?
Yeah.
I mean, it's on my mind.
Yeah,
like, it's not information that I want out.
Some people might want to show that off.
No, it's not that they don't. They do.
Yeah,
they got do, and it's their front butt.
They got do front butt.
They got front butt do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. I like when you're in alignment with that. Your clothes say what you're doing. I get it, babe. I too am just like, I've seen enough.
Yeah.
And also it makes me angry at myself because if they did just come from some sort of workout, then that means hundreds of people daily are coming from a workout and then also doing another extraneous activity like going grocery shopping or getting the gas.
Yeah.
It's like I got room and time for one, possibly two, but definitely not if I add a workout to that regime. Do you notice when I work out, I then just lay down afterwards, like I've done it.
Yeah, you're done.
You're
done for the count.
Yeah. I don't know if it's my thyroid or what, but I'm just like, okay, I've put in enough effort today. I need to now nap.
Hey, I just want to say what's up to our Canadian listeners because I noticed on our analytics that we got some people in Canada tuning in.
Yeah, tuning in.
Tuning in. What's a Canadian thing?
Boat.
Hey, welcome.
No, it's a.
Hey, welcome, you Canuck.
Hey, got any maple syrup?
Hey, you
know what I'm talking about?
Mother Canucker. What are you talking about? Hey, we're big fans of your...
Get out of here.
We're big fans of your Intervention. We're watching the new season of Intervention right now. It's
great.
Canada. And
it's like Las Vegas and Canada, I feel like.
Got a lot of heroin addicts up there. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop. The big H. Yeah. The big H. So we are watching these wrestling shows right now. We're in like a wrestling kick. And we are watching.
You really going to bring this up?
Why not?
That's my thing.
Well, it can't be your thing if we're both watching it.
Wrestling is all mine.
You can have wrestling. I'm talking about the show we watched with Mick Foley.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Mankind, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Mick Foley, legend, WWF legend.
He's got one of my favorited faces.
Sweet face.
Sweet, kind face. And then it's funny because then he has the Mankind stuff, which is a little scary.
You're Mankind.
He's like, I've thought of all the things that I've done.
Yeah.
And the emotion, or what do you say? All the pressure points when I was a child, and I pushed them all.
126 pressure points, and I pushed them all.
Anyways,
So
this show we
nostalgic.
are watching, they were searching for 2 items that they needed to complete a collection of the Mick Foley collection.
It's the
which
WWF treasures. They're looking for the
Mankind shirt,
Yeah.
the like tattered Mankind shirt.
They're putting together a WWE museum of sorts.
Traveling kind of museum.
Exhibit. So they're tracking down stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, in this episode, they have this guy who's got the shirt and a different shirt, the shirt for
Cactus
the
Jacks.
Cactus Jack flannel,
The red and black flannel
vest. And this guy, he just wants money.
Oh yeah.
He just wants money. He's just like, yeah. I think they offered him what, $2,500, $7,500.
Yeah. No, I think it was like $7,000 or something like that.
And the guy was like, nah, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
And then he was like, so in other words, Sean and I were watching, we're like, this guy's got such a massive collection of these wrestlers' items. And then he doesn't even realize the magnitude of who is standing in his house.
Mick Foley is trying to buy his own shirt back. Yeah.
And I just thought that was so incredible. Because wouldn't you rather the story of your legend, your hero in your house?
He came to my house and I gave it back to him.
And I gave it back to him. And I mean, I guess if he paid a lot for it, then I would get what I paid for it. Like, oh, I paid $5 or whatever. But $7,000, you know, he didn't pay more than $7,000.
I feel like, because he was saying that shirt was priceless. I feel like that experience, the fact that Mick Foley's at your house,
wanting his own item back,
is priceless. And this guy just, unless it was produced.
Yeah, who knows? But we have to pretend that what we see is what we get. But I just thought it was interesting. And then he was like, well, you have to give me something and money and I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
So blah, blah, blah. We won't, I mean, it's not a show probably many people have seen, but
well,
I just thought it was interesting that we as people, would spend, I mean, he said he was collecting since he was a teenager. The guy looked like he was in his 40s.
Yeah.
So you're going out over like 25.
He's around my age for sure.
Yeah. So 25 years of collecting and obsessing over wrestling, this sport with these kind of superhero characters.
Over this guy.
All of his stuff was this guy.
The shirt became more than the guy.
Yeah. And it was more of like the material goods. And I think that's so fitting in our world right now, where like we forget about the experience of something and we'd rather have something materialistic or tangible to show people.
Yeah.
Instead of just knowing in your heart, like, oh my God, I just met Mick Foley. He had to come to me.
He's like, yeah, I like walking into the room and, I can look at it and see the shirt
That's
there.
what he said in front of Mick Foley. And you're
It's like,
like,
dude, take pictures of Mick Foley in this room and
with the shirt on.
With the shirt on. Keep this memory. What the fuck, dude? Selfie. Hop in there.
Yeah. Like I immediately came up with something while we were watching. I go, and then I understood. So I tried to put myself in his shoes, and I thought, well, if Kurt Cobain was alive and came to my house, and I had his guitar, say, and Kurt was like, hey, I really would love to have my guitar back. Is it okay if I buy my guitar back?
Yeah.
I remember telling you, I was like, okay, yeah, I probably wouldn't take money unless Puss is wanting attention. Unless I was like, Kurt, we'd have to hang out. Like if we became friends, and we would have like tea time, and we'd go see a special movie together every week or something of that nature.
Here's the deal, Kurt. You come over once a week. You text and or call 3 times a week.
Right.
You got a deal.
Yeah. Then you can have your guitar back and we get a relationship.
And $10,000.
So, no, because that's what I meant when I put myself in his shoes. It was like never about the money. It was about the attachment to Kurt. And that's where I think he was missing.
Yeah.
Like
it was weird.
He had no attachment to Mick Foley. It was more like, I think he collected that stuff going as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
This is going to be worth something later. Boom, I was right. Now give me my money.
Yeah.
Which is a different type of collector, I think.
Man, there's so many amazing shows on right now dedicated to WWE and WWF wrestling. There's Dark Side of the Ring, which is phenomenal on the Vice channel, that gets into the dark side of wrestling and the business and the people's lives.
So many deaths.
There's been a lot of death in that biz. And then there's A&E's rocking out. They're the one that had that treasure show we just talked about. And then they're doing biographies on like Stone Cold
With
Steve Austin.
Yeah, go ahead.
Macho Man. And I don't know if they've done one on The Undertaker yet, but I wanted to touch on Undertaker.
They're totally going to do one for him.
Because Undertaker was my favorite wrestler. Before that, it was the Ultimate Warrior. And Ultimate Warrior was very colorful and very amped up. And then Undertaker obviously was very dark and very slow and creepy. But I remember one of the most memorable Undertaker moments from my childhood was the Undertaker's Parlor. Welcome to Undertaker's Parlor. And it would be set up like a funeral home, and his manager, Paul Bearer, was his manager's name, and he was this creepy pasty guy, short, and he had an urn and talked really weird. And he invited the Warrior, Ultimate Warrior, to come on to the parlor, and he did. Of course he did, because it's the Warrior. And what happened is that he was talking with Paul Bearer, the Warrior, and then Undertaker wasn't there yet. And then Undertaker came creeping out, and he started beating the shit out of the Warrior. And I couldn't believe it, and I was so scared. And they opened the coffin up, and then they put Ultimate Warrior in the coffin, and they lock the fucking coffin. And I was so scared, and I cried, and I wanted them to get Warrior out, and it felt like an eternity. And this crew came in to try to chisel open the coffin, and they just couldn't get it open. And then, you had Macho Man, I think, on doing the commentary. Like, get it open. What's going on down there? Get it open, guys. And then, finally they get it. I just rewatched it, actually, and he was actually only in there for about 1 minute and 45 seconds, 2 minutes, but it felt like an eternity. And they get the coffin open, and there's the Ultimate Warrior. And he's dead. He died. And there's claw marks on the inside of the coffin, like he was clawing to get out of there. And they had to get a team in to resuscitate him. So they start doing CPR on him. Bah, 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 and he won't come to. He's dead. And I'm crying. And then they just keep going. And finally he comes to, obviously, because he wasn't really dead. But I remember also living in fear. My parents would go out for walks at night. And I remember thinking at that time the Undertaker was going to pop out and stick them both in coffins and just leave them.
Basically, the Undertaker had it in for your parents.
The Undertaker was
hated your parents
for my parents, and he was going to put them in coffins in Burbank, on Burbank Boulevard, right in front of Blockbuster Video. He's just going to walk up, throw them in the coffins, lock them.
You know what that tells me? It tells me that you thought that Ultimate Warrior was somehow a parental figure to you.
Oh yeah, probably. I had a wrestling buddy of him, this stuffed animal that I could wrestle, like the action figures. And then I ended up loving the Undertaker. He became my main man.
Because you wanted him to kill your parents.
To kill my parents, yeah. No, I just, then I got into darker side of things. Probably like a year or two later, I was introduced to goth rock. And then, of course, I was still in
Undertaker
wrestling.
fits in that,
Undertaker was boom, right in that. But man, the nostalgia of these shows they're showing right now, I just love it. 80s, 90s, fuck. What a time.
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like we'll never get that back. Like there's nothing that really compares. Like the hysteria that I see now are more like for the K-pop things, or like Bieber had it for a while, but it's so fleeting. It's so quick. Nothing can really sustain. I mean, that's 2 decades, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And other things, other, huge bands. I just don't think we'll have that hold because of technology and how quick our brains change and move. I mean, you look at how somebody can be canceled one day and the next, 3 months later, everyone forgets and their special comes out and you're like, yay.
The last rock star I remember that I think was the true last rock star, who's under some controversy. He's currently.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
He was a dark guy, but Marilyn,
such a smart guy.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson was such a brilliant man, and
he still is.
He still is. He's just a gnarly alcoholic, and he's got a lot of issues, and it sounds like he can be quite abusive. But he was the last rock star.
I mean, we don't know per se, we can't say because
it's being investigated, so that you can't. I mean, it's being investigated. That's
right.
all we
Allegedly,
know. It's being investigated right now. But he was the last, edgy, just bringing art to life.
Unfiltered.
Man, those mid '90s just was.
I love how people accused him of everything. Basically, anything happening in the teen culture was Marilyn Manson's fault. And I love that he was adequately equipped mentally to answer in such a way that it was like, hey, this is not my problem. This is the parents' problem.
He was brilliant.
Yeah, he really was, because a lot of people could have taken that personally or taken the burden on.
Now he's a mess.
He's a mess.
I played a festival show. And our trailer was right across the way from Manson's. So this was, your dream come true. Yeah, but it wasn't the band. I love the whole band, but he was there, and me and the singer were stoked, and the guys in the band and girl in the band, we were stoked, and we were looking out, creeping out the windows, and I know, and Rob Zombie was right there too, and I'm just fucking living my dream, because I used to go see them and was obsessed, had Manson all over my bedroom. But then seeing him in person,
he still has him in his closet everywhere. On every shirt, so many shirts.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of Manson shirts, and I have some other stuff, whatever. But seeing him and then walking past him and hearing him and Rob Zombie, the conversation was just and then it sounded like Rob was trying to talk to him, because Rob was coherent. I don't think Rob parties much, if at all. And I walked past Manson, and his eyeballs were yellow, and his stomach was just extended. You don't see it on film and in pictures, but he's a goddamn mess.
Yeah.
And it's really sad. But
I feel like we're at a real pivotal moment with him where we could all sit and watch as long as we want, but we don't have as long as we want.
Yeah.
And if I saw this with, not to bring up Kurt again, but there's just so much stuff where we all sit back and watch, but is there anyone in his life? Now, obviously, no one can make him change. No one can bring him to his knees except himself.
Right.
By to his knees, I just mean get help and accept help. But there can be influence. There can be example around him that would help. I'm just wondering if there is a community around him, or if there's yes people around him, or,
Oh, of course, he's going to surround himself with yes people. He's still a rich rock star. And, yeah, of course. And they can continue to make money off of him, just like they did with Scott Weiland. Remember his wife wrote that long-ass letter after he died. He was dead years ago. They were just propping him up on stage to make...
but no one did anything about it.
Right.
That's my point.
No one did anything about it.
Is when he's in his disease, he's not going to stop it.
Well, nobody cares. He makes money for people.
That's what's so disturbing. And it's sometimes I feel like the fans care more than the inner circle.
It's crazy because the fans don't even notice. At this festival that we played, they had no idea that he was just stumbling around, slurring like crazy.
It looks like his act.
So when he was up on stage, the fans were going crazy, and he wasn't even singing half the time. He was just putting the mic out, letting the crowd sing.
Ooh, I don't like that.
I know, but
I hate that.
But apparently, a lot of people like it.
Well, they think they're in the show. I often say as soon as that happens, I'm done going to see that band because I don't want to hear other people sing. I paid a lot of money and I got out of my house for this. So I don't get out of my house for a lot.
Yeah.
And then I also exchanged some monetary paperage. So I would like you to see, I would like to hear you sing and do it, not somebody else.
Agreed.
Like when we went to that national show.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, you guys. So we went, it was a Hollywood Bowl, right?
One of our favorite bands, The National.
Oh man, we can't love this band anymore.
Yeah.
And we are so excited. It was our third attempt to go together. I've seen them many times.
Yeah.
But
There was one time I lied and said I got us tickets, but obviously I didn't because I was on heroin. Then
And
the
you were broke.
second time I actually did get us tickets.
Yeah.
But we were so broke we ended up selling the tickets because I was on heroin.
yeah, you relapsed.
Third time, sober as fuck, we went and saw The National.
But can I say this? Can I say this? Can I say this?
Nailed it.
The third time,
number
I
three
was
is
like-
number 3 is our number.
It is my number. Yeah, it is our number.
Don't say my, ours.
Well, it's always been
Oh.
my number and now it's ours.
No.
But what's funny to know is the third time I told Sean, no, I'm not going.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing this again.
Yeah.
I don't. It almost ruined the national.
I bought the tickets anyways, guys.
Yeah, and he made me go, and I'm glad I did. Except for
Oh my
we had
God.
great seats. We're so excited. They start playing. We get in our chairs. It's outside. It's like a beautiful day.
Yeah.
We're really, really close. And there are this row of like Giacomos behind us.
Directly behind
us. And this one guy in particular, already wasted. We just got there. Already annihilated, wasted, holding his beer, trying to sing every song. Doesn't know the lyrics to any song.
Didn't know any of them.
It's what was it? Well, then I have to sing the words for you to know the song, but then someone's got to be. So sing one of the songs and I'll be the guy.
Buried in love and I'm
What?
walking with spiders.
Hottest. Oh my God, I love this song.
Buried in love and
Better
I'm
than love
walking
is you. Oh my God. Well, I can't believe we're here.
And it was like, oh, fucking song, man. It's the best
Fucking listen to him.
fucking song. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes.
This part.
Fuck. Oh, God. It's fucking.
Walking with Spud. And it's
And
like
then
the song doesn't even go like that.
He kept butting his friend next to him. He was like, fucking everything. And his friend was like,
Look at. Hold on. We'll go back to that a second. Look at. I just yanked out 3 armpit hairs.
what the hell?
My armpit was, I was itching. So I was scratching it while you were singing
What the fuck?
obnoxiously. And then I was like, oh shit. So guys, just so you know, I barely have any hair.
Rarely does she grow hair. She gets little stragglers here and there.
I get little stragglers under my arms. And I was like, why is my pit? Can you see any from here?
No.
Okay, because I yanked them out. But there was 3, and I was like, oh shit, I got a little hair there. So I went to yank, and it was 3 pretty long hairs under my arm because I never check because I never have
yanked them
anything.
out?
Yeah, but now it's not itching anymore.
Good job, babe.
Thank you.
Woo.
Anyways, fucking was.
Oh, this guy, man.
And he kept trying to get his gang in on his obnoxiousness, and they were all just like, yeah.
I think he spilled his drink on someone like right next to us too.
Yeah, it was bad.
Like, I mean, we were all shooting looks at him. I don't know why. It's you can't tell someone, hey man, you mind keeping it. First of all, you're at a rock concert, so you can't say, hey, you mind keeping it down?
Right.
And then you can't say, dude, shut the fuck up. 'cause
Well,
then you gotta
remember the
fight.
one who
And
got
it's like,
spilled on the like partner of that person
Yeah.
was like, bro, we know you love him.
We know you love him, man. We
can't
love him
hear
too.
it. Yeah, can you please keep it down?
And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I think he was like maybe 3 minutes, and then his
And
next
then-
favorite song came on, and he
Oh,
was.
I love this song. Oh my
Very
god.
love it, I'm walking whispers. It's like, dude,
The
it's a different
blood
song.
Buzz. Yeah.
It's a different song, dude. You're singing the same fucking song.
I mean, I was like, I'd rather listen at home to a record and hear everything wonderfully.
Well, that's part of going to a live concert.
Yeah.
I guess you're going to get that. So
Yeah.
glad we finally got to see him. I am an amazing boyfriend, and
If we forget about the other 2 times, then yes.
I don't
Yes.
it is what it is. It brought us, that's our journey, babe. It brought us where we are right now. Here we are,
true.
super podcast stars, superstars in the podcast world.
That's true. We're also in Australia. Thank you guys in Australia.
Down under. Yeah.
We saw it go from 1 to 5. So thank
Yeah,
you so much.
Yeah. So that means there's at least 2 people listening.
Yeah, that's
So we're
good shit.
doing-
So thank you for that. Thank you
Very-
for telling your friend or your mom or whoever
Very
it was.
thankful. Good time to remind you to go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Follow our channel. Follow Acon Podcast on Instagram. Follow a couple of Nuts Talking Podcast on Facebook. And please be sure to review our show on Apple and any other platform that you can leave reviews.
Yeah, just take a second and do that like you do it when you buy something on Amazon.
Just give us a little love.
Like, that cord worked great and I got expert delivery. But just say it real nice and sweet.
Yeah.
Like, we're the funniest people I've ever heard. Best podcast in the world. Put it in your words.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to say.
I fucking suck on Sean's dick. He's the best podcaster in the world.
Yeah. Can you save Bethany's panties and deliver them to me, please?
I'll pay fucking
Just listening
so
to her
much
voice.
money.
Listening to her voice, I want to put her panties on my head. Is that cool?
Oh, shit.
I love this, guys.
And if you have any suggestions or any news stories or any stories at all that you want us to talk about, just shoot it to us on those social media platforms, and we'll do our best to get to those.
To get it in, yeah. And then if you want to see your name, let us know. Otherwise, we'll keep you anonymous.
And then if you're in a band or something like that, and you have a song or something you want us to check out and review on the show,
But we are really going to review it.
but we're really going to review it. But chances are we won't. So
Yeah.
don't do that. But if you must do that,
Like if you're like, no, I think Akon's going to love this.
yeah.
It's really up their alley, or it's like their band. Or,
Yeah.
by the way, we have a band called Haunted Air.
Yeah.
HEIR.
Yeah.
By the way, also on Instagram.
Error.
Air, like royalty. Here's something I do all the time, and I don't know why I get so angry about. Like, I get mentally angry about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I do.
What is it?
Here's what I do.
What do you do? What is this? What are we talking about right now?
I'll just tell you what it is specifically this last time, because I do it hundreds of times.
Okay. It's definitely
So-
not going to be anything I do because I'm perfect. So proceed.
Okay. So do you know how we're looking for an air conditioner, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So when I look at a product, it will take me a good couple of weeks. I read things. I want to know about stuff.
Gotta research it.
I got to look at the reviews. And now I'm pissed at reviews because they pay people to review it. So
We know that for a fact because we
Oh, yeah.
order stuff from Amazon, and then like a month later, we'll get a letter and they'll say, "Hey, we'll give you some free headphones if you give us a 5-star review."
yeah, and we
So
haven't even
that's-
gotten the product yet, but you have to do the review before they send you the product,
That's
which
how
is
it goes.
just lame. Okay. So anyways, I was looking at all these air conditioners. I was doing all this stuff, and
Portable ACs, aka swamp coolers.
right, because we don't have a window. We live in an antique building, so our window doesn't allow for having a tube hang out of it. And then it doesn't matter.
It would
Anyway,
take some work.
I digress. So first problem I have, the first angriness comes from, like I was saying, these reviews. Now I'm looking at reviews, they're giving them 5 stars, but what I do love is they're starting to be honest, but it doesn't appear so because they give it 5 stars, so they got a free thing, or
Yeah.
but it'll say 5 stars, this thing was a piece of shit, don't get it. So now I'm seeing that because I'm doing lots of research.
Really?
Yes. So there's all these like
Well, because
little
when they pay for you or give you something to do the 5-star review, you normally have to provide a link to it or a picture, a screenshot of it.
Yeah, well, boo-boos aren't doing their job.
Oh, so they're just assuming
They're
people
just
are
they
doing
see
it
the
and then
5
they send the
stars
free shit out.
and they send the free shit out. But I love that they're being honest. So in other words, there was this one cooler that I was like, oh, this sounds great. It's, blah, blah, blah. And then I went down these 5-star ratings and they're all just like, don't do it. Don't waste your money. It broke. It doesn't really work. It's so great.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I had to do all this more research so now you can't even just look at the stars. You have to go in and read it.
Yeah.
All right. So that's one nuisance. The second governor nuisance is see what I did there? The second governor nuisance is I will then always sign up for the email thing. Like, they'll say sign up for an email and get 10% off or get 20%. So I'm a sucker. I'm like, well, hell yeah, I'm probably going to buy this.
Those discount
I'm going to
codes.
sign up for this, right? So I sign up and I go on the website. Sure enough, I usually never end up buying it because I do research so much.
Yeah.
And then, by the way, another thing about me, I'm an impulse buyer. So I do all this research and then I get tired of researching and I just end up buying one that ends up not being the greatest. Anyways, that's not part of my story. So anyways, I sign up for these emails and then like 3 days later, I'm inundated with fucking this guy and that guy and you still have stuff in your cart you haven't looked. And then I get mad at myself because I'm like, why do I have all these extraneous emails that are unnecessary? And now I have to click through and erase. And not all my emails are Gmail, so they don't separate it.
You got to block them. You got to report them as spam.
Oh my God, it's this whole thing. And then if I do buy it, I've already reported it as spam, so I have to somehow get the email. It's just a torturous
You know what
time.
that reminds me of? Are you still going on it? You still riffing on it, or can I interject
it's all
real
right.
quick? It reminds me of when we go somewhere and we're like, and there should be customer service people there, and we don't get any help at all. And we're like, where the fuck is anybody that works here, or something like that? But then, we do get the help from someone at some point, and they don't stop. And we're just like, oh my God, get
Leave
this
us
fucker
alone.
away from us. Like
let us make a
too much
decision.
customer service.
Yeah.
So it's like we kind of put ourselves in that position, and then we're mad about it.
Do you remember when we went to what's it called? Good Tires? New Tires? What's that tire place? Just Tires.
Yeah.
We went to that Just Tires place. So there was this time when I had my old car where it was like one after another, I got a flat tire.
Yeah.
So the first time I went to Just Tires, I had to buy new tires, right? No one was helping us. I had no idea what tires to get. They're supposed to look it up. It went from like $1,000 to like $200. And I was like, you're not helping at all.
Yeah.
And I remember saying to Sean when they were fixing the tires, like, what happened to customer service?
Right.
What happened to like helping someone out and not trying to rip them off so that you get repeat customers? Because I would never come back here again because they ripped me the fuck off. Now, I bought the tires and I left. Right when I'm leaving, they say, look, if anything happens to these tires, you bring them back and we'll give them to you free of charge. You get a fix. So I was like, oh shit, I have to come back. The next time we come back, within a week, I get a thing in my tire. We go back. And this guy is so Mr. Helpful.
Oh my
He's
God.
so king of service. And after about 4 minutes, Sean and I looked at each other and was like, I can't fucking deal with this guy. Shut the fuck. We are not friends. Man. We're not going out after this.
Oh God.
I don't need to know. Like, stop it.
Unreal. So the week prior, we're like, where the fuck was everybody? Then we come back,
customer service?
Mr. Knowledgeable, Mr. Friendly, telling us about his kids, telling us about
sweet.
the tires.
Saved me money.
Saved her hundreds of dollars, and we're just like, shut the fuck up and stop talking to us.
Right.
But that was just one of those days because we actually really enjoy talking.
Oh,
to
I ended up
people.
writing a Yelp review for it. I always do.
We gave him a positive Yelp review.
Always. I love to grant out any way I can if somebody actually has customer service. But you know what it reminds me of too is when we go out to eat.
Yeah.
And I can't decide, say, which is usual, that I can't decide between something. And I'll mull it over.
Very usual. Like every single time we go out to eat, she asks me what she should get. And I'm like, baby, just get something you know you're going to enjoy.
But that's what I think I'm going to. Obviously, I think I'm going to enjoy them. And what I do is I usually pick something that I always get, and then I pick something brand new because I like to try new things.
You overthink the whole thing. And I'm just like, babe, just get what you know. Get what you love. Get what you know you're going to dig.
But that's so boring. Like sometimes you want to open it because we do eat the same thing. So I feel like when we go to a restaurant, it's our time to actually experiment, go out of the box, see if there's something new we
It's
can
like
add.
we say we go, God, what's it?
Wait, I'm not, let me remember that because my point is I do the same thing with servers. I will say, hey, Mr. Server or Miss
Yeah.
Server, what's your favorite thing?
Right. What do you
on
recommend?
the menu? And it's first of all never the things I'm deciding between.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, oh, okay, well, between these two things, and then whichever one they pick, they walk away, and I'm like, I don't really want that one.
Yeah.
I end up picking the other one.
Yeah.
Always. No matter.
Always.
It's like I have to defy and rebel against.
It's the weirdest thing.
It is. You see it happen. I don't know what it is.
It's like, say we go to a grilled cheese sandwich shop, okay? And there's all different, grilled cheese with bacon, grilled cheese with mac and cheese. She'll get like the kale lettuce wrap fucking beet juice.
The store is not named this
She'll
at
get
all.
the one thing that has nothing to do with anything. Like the
Grilled
thing that
cheese.
somebody just randomly threw on there for shits and giggles to see, let's see what asshole orders this.
Yeah, it costs them 3 cents to make. It tastes like shit.
Yeah. And I'm not calling you an asshole or anything.
No, you
But,
kind of just
I kind of
did.
did, though.
And now you're outed.
But we go to the, an Italian joint, and she's ordering fucking chicken fingers. Or no, that's okay. Chicken fingers are okay. Yeah, we go to an Italian joint, and she's getting like a fucking blueberry
Stir-fried
smoothie
rice.
or something like that.
Yeah.
That's my baby. That's my
Yeah.
baby. And then
That's me.
And then she always ends up enjoying. Because
Your
I
meal.
just get a fucking burger. I'll get a burger with some fries and a side of mayo and a pop. And she'll end up eating that because that's what she.
Because that one's yummy.
Yeah, I know. You go with what's gonna be yummy, baby.
That's why I asked. See, now here, everyone at home can hear this, okay? Do you remember in the beginning when we sat down in the restaurant and I said, baby, what should I get?
Yeah.
And you said, instead of saying what I should get, which is exactly what you're going to order, then
Yeah.
you should just have me get whatever you're going to order and order another thing that you know we're going to like. This is your fault.
Okay.
I put it in your court. You
I
tossed
thought
it
I
back
was-
without any info.
I thought I was helping you fight the patriarchy by not ordering for you.
Sean, we've been together 6 years. Have I ever failed you in what I've ordered?
Yeah.
No, I always order wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm obviously asking for a reason. I often sit down and get overwhelmed by menus.
What did you got? It just happened recently too.
It happens all the time.
I think we were at the Gordon Ramsay steak, and I went full throttle. I was like, sampler, please. Got scallops, got steak, got the works. And you ordered like some fucking split pea soup or some shit like that at a steak restaurant.
Delicious.
I know, but you're like, I don't really like this. So no, it
wasn't that. It was
you ordered something that you did not dig. And we're like, should we send it back? It's fucking $65. And I was like, no, I'll eat it. Like, just give it to me and you can have some of my scallops and steak.
I can't remember what it is
I don't
because I
remember what it
do
was
like
either.
everything there, but maybe there was one thing
You ordered the
didn't.
one thing that you didn't like, of course.
Well, it was probably something I'd never tried.
Of course.
I just can't imagine what it was. I do remember the last time we did it at it was just in my head and now I lost it. Oh, the sushi place. I ordered this chicken thing we never got.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was like, I mean, it was fine, but
Yeah.
I'd rather have what I normally get. But I
Right.
thought it was cool to try it. And then you ended up eating all of it. So
Yes,
there
I
you
did.
go. You're welcome.
Yes, I did.
You're welcome.
Num nums. Yeah, I mean that's just how we roll. And I love our life.
I did too.
And we hope
Super grateful for our lives.
that you love your life, everybody.
Yeah, and if not, I hope we hope we give you inspiration to change it up.
We want to make you smile. And we want to spread the love. We want to give you our love.
Ew, this is gross.
Let us love you.
Yeah, this is coming out. I don't like it. It's weird.
Oh,
I'm
it's
watching your
not.
face. It's weird.
This is not coming out.
You're putting them to sleep or making them have to shit.
You're
relaxing their bowels right now.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. It's great if
Who
lungs
doesn't
are
want
not
their bowels
driving.
relaxed?
Well, if they're driving, that's a problem.
Oh, geez, Louise. All right. Well, it's funny how time flies, isn't it?
What the fuck? Are you hungry? What's going on?
What?
I don't understand what's happening in front of my eyes.
It's-
You're becoming like Pastor John.
It's funny how time flies, isn't it?
Is this a joke? Am I supposed to say like knock knock?
No, I'm trying to wrap it up here, honey.
Then just wrap it up.
I just did by saying it's funny how time flies. Like this last hour that we've been talking to everybody.
I hope it flew for them, because for me it's been a little taxing, especially at the end here.
My God.
I don't know. You start talking slower, you get a weird voice and face. You look like you're passing
understand that I'm
a fucking kidney.
mellowing out? We're winding down, honey.
Don't you want to leave them with energy and love and feel like,
Yeah,
ooh, that was
I'm
fun.
pretty sure I was just giving love.
If we put them to sleep, they can't push the next episode.
I'm not doing this with you.
You are doing that. We're doing it right now.
I'm not
That's why
doing
time
this.
flew.
I'm not doing this with you anymore.
All right, guys. Have a wonderful day.
And
Stay nutty, everybody.
bye for now.
Kimpses.
Kimpses. Bethany
Bethany
and Sean.